I give you an example in the Mercosur-European business round. We make a study with Études d'École in France and make a perspective in 2001, 2002. What could be the perspective if we would have an agreement between the Mercosur and the European Union? And the best scenario was, look, if you could reach every side an increase of 10 to 20% of the trade. You know what happens in the last 10 years? We didn't have an agreement until now. The increase of both sides was more than the double. So the question was, what's wrong? What's wrong in that? It happens situation where the currency gets out of control. The currency of the Mercosur were absolutely evaluated, and the European Union could made a lot of export into the Mercosur. And on the other side, the Mercosur could make a lot of exports to the European Union because the prices was very good. So, who earns the money in that time doubling the trade? That was both states, because the import taxes and other things was not for the consumer, but was for the states who was earning them. That's the first conclusion. So, the second conclusion that you have to put on in this negotiation is, the most difficult issue is the trade of goods. That's the first issue, and it's very difficult. The second issue was not so important in all these negotiations, is services, because it's difficult to measure, it's difficult how to deal with that, and so on. And the third one, that nobody cares a little bit about, is investment, and it's business facilitation. And why investment is not so important? Because the country who didn't care about investment will never capture investment. We are in a competition in the worldwide. So we have to be attractive to catch investors. So that's why investors had, of course, an issue about regulatory framework, about the issue about intellectual property, trips, and so on. Perfect. And business facilitation, yeah, that's good if it could happen. So, if you see the Bali round, the less important issue has been agreed. So, the whole is getting from the less important to the most important. We have a long way in front of us. And it's important to have this way, because